All right. Today I'm going to show you guys a new app I built. It is available at scroll-in.com, scrolling. And the app itself, this particular part of the app I call the scroller. And first thing I think we're going to do is just go full screen, and that's for Windows users, that's F11. Some basic info and instructions on the home page. This all will be modified over time. The basics of the program are it's just built to scroll text. So here we go. We're going to scroll. Has a default speed here, 400 ppm. That's going to be probably way too fast for most people, but okay or actually too slow. Sorry. Anyway, the beats per minute are here. You can probably hear the metronome. That's toggleable here with this. The visual metronome will continue on. That's toggleable here. You can also input any information into these fields that you want to get the appropriate beats per minute for the metronome. All right. The scrolling speed here is controlled with these buttons. It's also controlled at the moment with page up and page down. That is configurable, and I'll show you where to do that. Page down will make it go faster. Page up will make it go slower. And that speed is basically the delay between pixel advancement. So we'll talk about that a little bit more. The songs can be moved here by the buttons. They also work from left and right. I don't have any songs loaded at the moment. Start stop can be toggled with the space bar. That's also configurable. And if you want to reset the page, you can click escape or click the reset button, and that is also configurable. So the first thing we're going to do down at the bottom here, you'll also notice in the footer, this is the display of song metadata. And so part of what this application does is embed some metadata onto your text apps. These things as well, the speed and the beats per minute, these are also part of the metadata. So when your song loads, it will load the speed that you've set for the appropriate beats per minute that you would like to play that song in. And when you're performing or practicing, you can use the audio metronome, you can use the visual metronome. In the visual metronome, if you have it out there, everybody can see it from a distance because it basically, of course, it's going to flash color. So you're going to know which one it is. Those colors are not configured at the moment, but I may make those later. So this arrow right here will take you over to the workshop, and this is the scrolling workshop. The first thing you'll see here is that it automatically loads to the vault. At the moment, loaded songs is the only thing that's available. These other things are future development options, including set list shows, collaborator sharing. Down here, you'll see load songs, update the list, export and import. And we'll go through those here in a minute. Next is SongForge, and this is where you'll actually build your songs and embed this metadata right here, which once saved will persist and can be updated as well. So when you want to change the beats per minute for the metronome for that song, you can change it here. You probably wouldn't change the beat, but you can. And the style is really about the beat style. So is it rock? Is it country? Is it a shuffle? Then the speed here is actually your scroll speed for that particular song. The arrangement is basically a notes field at the moment, and I'll show you how I use that. Next on the list here is scroller. The scroller, as I told you, is that scrolling app on the front screen here. And from scroller, here you can adjust the app preferences, including colors, and you'll see here that there's song elements. And I'll show you what that does. Those colors are configurable, and I'll show you where to use those and what that does. You can also save these preferences. That will save to persistent local storage. If you want to ensure that you can keep your preferences, make sure to export them. You can also share them and import them as well. Visibility is for future development. That'll be hiding the visibility of some of the controls if you don't use them, or if you're done really developing that song. Or those songs. Controls here are where you assign keyboard keys to the particular function. So here's where you assign spacebar. The song reverse, which is actually slowing the song. That's the left. I'm sorry. That's going backwards in the song list. Forward is the right arrow at the moment. Speed reverse is page up, and that's actually just slowing the speed down, and this is speeding it up, page down. Reset is set to the escape key. Workshop key is to get to the workshop from the scroller app is P, but you can set it to whatever you want. Also, these are the defaults for metronome enabled and metronome audio, which you can change. This was really built originally for a foot pedal. So I have a foot pedal that does page up and page down. It can also do left and right arrows. But if you assign, say you were doing page up, page down, what I do for performances is I have a start stop button as the page up key, and the song advance as the page down key. So I will assign those to the controls, and then that way I can advance through my playlist, and I can start and stop the song scrolling with my left pedal. Anyway, these preferences all get saved with export and import, and they're saved persistently if you save to the browser. Messages and integrations, these are future development options, as is the login option, which would be for some online cloud sharing options and some other things. Let's get back to the vault. We're going to load a song. And you don't have to load songs from file if you have them. You could start that way. You could actually just paste them right into the SongForge here. And I guess I think the first thing I'll do is actually load some songs from the file. These are just text files. You select a folder and it imports all those. It'll ask you if you want to upload 4 files to the site. It's not going to my cloud service or anything like that. This one just loads into the browser. And you'll see that I had 4 songs. It defaulted because I didn't have any metadata in these songs. They've defaulted to 120 beats per minute, and there's a couple of other defaults that you'll see. And so when I want to edit these songs, you select one. I'm just going to do good time here, and go to SongForge, and at the bottom you load selected song, and it'll load it right in. Now you'll see that it did get the name of the file. It imports that. But it set defaults for all these other things. So we're going to go and update the metadata here. The key is A, beats per minute is 119, 4, style is country. And the speed, I think is just 120. So the arrangement we'll go through here in a minute. I have some song elements, so you guys remember those colors. You can actually colorize these segments of your song for the particular elements. I'm going to go ahead and replace my text with these tags. And you can also toggle these as true and false to make them visible. I'm going to first, I'll make one false so you can see what that looks like. These other ones I'll probably set to true. That will make the titles of the elements true. And I think you can just copy paste. I haven't actually tested to see if I can copy and paste those. I should be able to. And then we have a break. Another verse. Another verse. And a break. Okay, and I think that's all of them. And I'm gonna hope all these true. All right, so I think that's it. We had. So if I look at my elements, I've got an intro. I've got verse 1, verse 2. Got a break. Verse 3, verse 4, and then another break. All right, so I'm going to put that over here in arrangement so I can see it at a glance. V, V, BK, V, V, BK, and you can add whatever text in there that is going to help you or your bandmates out. The other thing that you want to do is go ahead and add some uh, blank lines into here. These are just HTML breaks. They work just fine. And then at the back too. So you can add those anywhere. Regular returns will work too. It is set to display those appropriately. But just remember that any empty lines you have here are going to affect your scroll speed. I've gone ahead and left empty lines in between even when I'm only doing chords because it helps with consistency of the scroll speed, and that is key here. And we'll talk about some strategies for making that easier. Next thing we want to do here is save the song. And once your song is saved, we'll go back to the vault, and you'll see that my BPMs have updated. Also, the other metadata is updated. So when we go back to the scroller, you'll see that all that metadata loads here into this. That just gives a quick look at what's going to be happening with that song. You'll also see that here I have this A standing alone, and that's because we didn't set that intro. I'm going to go back to SongForge here, and I'm going to load again the selected because good time is still selected. I'm going to change this to true, and then save again. All right, and if I go back to the vault, we're here. Another option I want to show you here really quickly is that you can, in addition to this, I'm going to go ahead and hit update list. Just to make sure that I have it saved here. These other things are for future development. I may have gone over that, but there is an export and import feature here, so I can actually click this and export this as a JSON file. You can then, once you've got your set list squared away, you've got all your metadata proper for this, you can export it, share it with your bandmates, and they can import it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just delete this because I have already saved this. Well, I'll save another one. I'll export another one. You can see that it downloads, and it'll ask you if you're sure. Yeah, sure. And then I'm going to import. So we got this, and I'm going to open, and there we go. And you'll see that that metadata is still there. The set list is in order, and of course you can drag and drop these as well to change that order and update list. So let's go back to good time. You'll notice that the BPMs have changed to what I set, and also the speed has changed to what I set, and all I really have to do is start. Of course, in a live performance, you probably don't want the audio metronome practices. It's helpful. But the visual metronome is there and can be seen across the stage. So even if one person's doing it, if everybody knows what they're doing, you can all be on time. And that is the basics. So you'll see that the color has changed based, of course, on the preferences that we set for the song elements. We could toggle these. Once you get comfortable with the colors, you can toggle these, and all that's going to do is help with the consistent flow of your song and make the scrolling more consistent. So I have a little highlight here in the center of the page, and that's really just to help to know roughly how your timing is going on these song scrolls. So hopefully that helps some people. And let me see if I missed anything of the basics. Oh, I don't know if I went over it, but the preferences are exportable and importable as well. Beyond the colors here that you can customize. Of course, we did go through controls. I know we did. So anyway, yeah, you can also reset the preferences. You can reset them to the defaults. I think that's it for now. You guys have fun. Let me know how you go. I'm really interested to see if it works for other people. It's been helping me. I built this because I had a need, and so I hope it works for you guys and it makes you as successful as you can be.